Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fighting's Final. That's right, my first of the year. And how about them fighting Phils? Fighting Phils. I'm sorry. I'm just so flabbergasted between the Flyers game earlier today and then the Phillies right after it. Phils win in DC 11-6. And man, what a debut for Jesus Lazardo, or as I call him, Jesus. I'm actually getting a shirt made that says "We have Jesus. Who do you have?" Good start for him today. Goes 5 innings, only throws 85 pitches. What a start for him today. Basically gave up one mistake, and that was it. Kind of locked down. This back end of this Phillies bullpen, though, we're going to have a little bit to talk about. We didn't really see the cast of characters, usual suspects in there today, but I do have a little bit of a worry with some of these other cats. Oh, my God. They just were not good. Tanner Banks was probably the best of all of them. So a tip of the cap to him in his relief appearance today. Again, Phil's win 11-6. So now over 2 games, they've put up 18 runs and have given up 9. It's 2-1 that they're doing right now. So I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing from this Phillies team so far. Aaron Nola gets the call tomorrow. He will be going against Parker, another lefty for those Washington Nationals. I'll tell you what, man. Think about something though, guys. I really do. What was the one thing that we kind of were looking at as far as the Phillies getting off the schneid? Uh, with their slow starts in recent histories. I know last year they got out to a fast start. But that was more or less kind of like due to pitching last year. Their pitching was just crazy. You had Ranger Suarez, who was untouchable. Zach Wheeler was untouchable. So they kind of had, a kind of big momentum going with their pitching. Now, this year, it's the offense. No Trey Turner today. He had soreness in his back, so they pulled him out of the lineup. And you're really starting to see some of these guys really, really kind of looking in. I got a couple quick comments. Cousin Steve checking in. He says, run it back, EOP. Most of us from over there are starting to make their way over here, but it's a wrap now, baby. Our buddy Mike Papernick Jr. checking in. This is really good win for the Phillies. It was, Mike. It really was. I like the way the bats got out, and they had the crooked number inning, man. I love it. I love it. The big guy, my producer extraordinaire, or the voice of God, as I like to call him, Big Al Safiri. He will be on the Fighting's Final tomorrow with Matty B. So make sure you guys tune in for that because that's must see. Anytime Al and Matty B get together, it's must see. He said this lineup should be building their confidence. I think so. And kudos to Johan Rojas today too. I thought he had a clutch hit, and I don't think he's going to be as much of a weakness in this lineup this year as maybe in previous years. Mike Papernick said, I'd still rather see Schwarber batting fourth. True. I kind of agree with you on that, Mike, but looking at it through now, today, I didn't mind it. That Nationals bullpen is probably the worst in the National League. They walked. They had at least have, I think they said by the 7th inning, they had 10 walks, did their pitching staff this year. So you can't put that many guys on base and expect to win the games. Oh, guys, and by the way, too, my apologies. If you started watching this early on, I clicked the Clear the Ice opening because I've been doing Clear the Ice now, since I've come back. And it wasn't really thinking, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, wrong one. So I went over and clicked the right one. So if you see the beginning of Clear the Ice, again, my apologies. That was my screw up. But I'll tell you what, this has been this game today was something really, really good, and we're going to get right down to the nitty gritty, guys. This is how it all kicked off. Bottom of the second, Rosario would hit a single, and Ruiz, who's had a monster series so far, really, really, especially with the long ball, hit his second home run of the season. The Nats would go up 2-0, and it would stay that way to the top of the fourth inning. Top of the fourth inning, our new left fielder, that's right, Max Kepler. I love this signing. for the Phillies. I think Kepler's going to have a really good year. It's a 1-year prove it deal. Let him come and try to prove it. He walks, and then Bryson Stott goes yard, tying the game up at 2. But that if you saw that shot that Stott hit, man, that was a hook and line drive that he just got around the foul pole there, down there in DC. But it was a shot nonetheless. uh, uh, and then we would move to the top of the 6th, and this would be the Phillies' big inning. They would put up a crooked number. 5 runs would come in this inning. It would start off with a Castellanos walk. He had 2 of them today. Didn't really do nothing else in the lineup today, but he did have 2 walks. He would walk. Stott would walk. Marsh would hit a single. Castellanos would end up at third. He would not come in, leaving the bags loaded. Amundo Sosa would get an RBI as he would draw the bases loaded walk. Castellanos would come in to score. A wild pitch. Bryson Stott would come in to score. And then the coup de grace was Kyle Schwarber hitting his second home run of the season with a 3-run Schwarbomb that was smoked. It was smoked. I mean, good Lord. He hit that to right center field. That would put the Phillies up 7-2. We would go to the bottom of that frame. Rosario would eventually get a run back as he would homer, and over Ruiz, he would have homer, and it would be a 7-3 Phillies lead. And then again, this bottom part of this lineup today, which I felt like really kind of got the Phillies going. Okay, Marsh was 3 for 5. Stott was, I think, 3 for 5 as well, or 2 for 5. Okay, we go to the top of the 7th. Castellanos would do the second of his walks again. Bryson Stott would also walk. After him, here comes Captain Caveman. That's right. Brandon Marsh would come up and hit a home run. Almost said Brad Marsh. Good thing I caught myself there. And it would give the Phillies a 10-3 lead. We would move to the top of the 8th. That aforementioned Yohan Rojas would single in Bryce Harper. It would give the Phillies 11-3 lead. Bottom of the 8th, that guy Rosario would single low. He would hit a single. Lowe would come up behind him, hit a home run, making it 11-5. And then Lowe would single in Derek Bell in the bottom of the 9th, making it 11-6. That's how this game would end, guys, tonight. For the Phillies, 11 runs on 14 hits, no errors. Should have been 2 errors. Then that's 6 runs, 12 hits. They also should have had 2 errors. But for some odd reason, they got some home cooking down there. And that's how it goes. If you're looking at the Phillies, as far as rotation-wise today, pitching, Luzardo goes 5 innings, gives up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts, and, of course, 1 home run. So 11 Ks for his debut as a Philly. I think that's a pretty damn good one. Ruiz would come in and do an inning, give up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, no strikeouts, no walks, and also giving up that home run. Banks would come in, and he would follow Ruiz in. He would pitch 1 inning, give up 1 hit, 2 Ks in the inning. That would be it. And then Hernandez would come in and pitch 1 inning, give up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, also giving up a home run. So, and then Joe Ross would finish it out in the 9th, giving up a couple hits and a run. So that's how this game broke down, guys. To me, also, again, it's been just crazy of how this game went about for the Phillies. Again, putting up that crooked number. So, but again, guys, you know what? Hey, make sure you tune in tonight. That's right, at 10 o'clock, Sunday through Thursday. I'm sorry, tomorrow, starting tomorrow, Sunday through Thursday at 10 p.m. It'll be Matty B, the final word. Make sure you get in there. He is back to his new old time. That's right. He had moved up earlier. And he obviously has been waiting now because of baseball now kicking in. We're going to be he kind of wants to do it after the post-game shows. So good for him. Speaking of post-game shows, that's right. Monday night, it will be the last Clear the Ice that we will have, and it will be myself and Maddie B. That's right. We will be on together to talk about Flyers Predators Monday night as we send the 2024-25 season off. As you know, the Flyers did win a couple games as of recently, but just a little too late. So again, this is your schedule for the Fightins final. Like I said, tomorrow it is Matty B and Al after the game. And my God, do you want to be here for that? Because whenever them two get together, it is hilarious. And I got to announce, we got a couple new shows that will be hitting the airwaves here on It's a Wrap Sportsnet. Starting with, that's right, the Attacking Third. Pat Bernard and Steve Fuentes. That's right. They will be bringing the Attacking Third exclusively on It's a Wrap Sports. That's right. So again, another former Edge of Philly show coming back, almost you can say coming home, but they are coming over and they are bringing the Attacking Thirds with you. So make sure you guys look out for that. Also, Pat is going to be a very busy guy here. As you can see, he is actually going to be filling in for Sal in the wraparound. So that'll be Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. And of course, I had to save the best for last. That's right, guys. Woo, coming soon. That's right. P&M in the AM. Myself, Pat, and Big Al. Make sure you guys tune in for that. If you guys follow us over on Edge of Philly Sports, you know kind of how our show is. Make sure you tune in. Sunday mornings will never be the same. Matty B wanted this. He should have really be careful for what he wished for because he just might actually get it. So he wanted P&M in the AM. P&M in the AM is coming. So we're going to continue with some of these comments here. Mike Papernick says, I like Bone batting second, keeps Harper batting third. I do too. I think if Turner's not going to bat second, put Bone there. Bone's been actually putting, they've been swinging a real good bat. Al says you're fired, bro. Look, Al's already trying to friggin' fire me. Al says Bowman Schwarber seeing the ball like a beach ball. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I felt kind of bad for Alec Bohm today. He had some really hard hit balls. He just hit them at people. And it says, guess those shadows really affected them Thursday. Probably. Sosa picking up for Trey again. Yeah, it seems like he's been doing that quite a bit over the over this past, over between last year and now doing it again this year. So again, guys, make sure, like I said, when you tune in tomorrow, okay, that you when you tune into the Fightins final, they will have the new series up with those Colorado Rockies and those the Colorado Rockies and the LA Dodgers. So make sure you guys look and see who's going to be on hosting them. I'm pretty sure Al or Matty will definitely have them up. Again, the last Clear the Ice will be this upcoming Monday night. It will be myself and Matty B once again. So I'm going to reiterate this, guys. Tune in because, again, we got some new stuff coming, man. Again, the Attacking Third, we're going to be taking over. I believe Pat told me Thursday nights. You're going to have to look out for that. They will be letting you know when and where. And also, again, me and Pat and Al with P&M in the AM, we will be on air every Sunday morning. And Pat is also stepping in for Sal, doing the wraparound. So again, guys, this network, it's new. We're building it from the ground up again. Excuse me. So, hey, make sure you like it. We got some more shows. I know of 2 of them that I'm doing in the fall. I'll get at you guys later on about those 2 shows. One of them will be a Penn State Nittany Lion post-game show. After every Nittany Lions game, I will be on these airways giving you a recap of those games. So for all my Penn State fans out there, definitely looking forward to doing that. Again, I'm probably one of the rare few guys that watches college football. My Saturdays and Sundays, once September hits, boom. Al checking in, said Pat should name his show The Reach Around. Al, I'm politely going to remind you, this is it's half full, so yeah, you're good right about now. That is great. Yeah. Steve says once again, Mike batting 1,000. I don't know, Steve. I guess I'm going to have to do more Phillies games because I'm going to have to hear Matty B yell and gripe, because the Phils win when I tend to do these post games. So as long as it leads me to a parade in October, I will come on here if I have to. So again, guys, final score coming in from DC is the Phillies 6, the Nationals. I'm sorry, Phillies 11, Nationals 6. So we are right now, guys, we are going to take a run around. Where's it at? All righty, guys, it is time to hit the Major League scoreboard. And with that being said, we got some finals in for you guys today. Holy cow, in the Bronx. 30 runs were scored in this game. Or I'm sorry, close to 30. As the Yankees on a last-second touchdown and two-point conversion, they are over the Milwaukee Brewers today, 20-9. That's right, 20-9 is your final from the Bronx. And if we go to the south side of Chicago, if that was a wild one, this was a not wild one. The Angels clipped the White Sox today, 1-0. That is your final there in Chicago. It was the St. Louis Cardinals over those Minnesota Twins, 5-1. It was those Baltimore Orioles, 9-5 over the Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, it was the Phillies over the Nationals, 11-6. Right now, in the top of the 12th, the Pirates and Marlins are tied at 4. Giving you some more finals from earlier. The Reds beat the Giants 3-2 today. It was the Royals beating the Guardians 4-3. The Rockies beat the Rays 2-1. The Rangers right now in the second inning are up 2-0 on those Boston Red Sox. The Braves and Padres are scoreless. Mets and Astros also scoreless. Cubs and Diamondbacks get underway about 8:10. Tonight, around 9:10, the Tigers and those LA Dodgers will get underway. And at about 9:40, we have an out west battle between those Seattle Mariners and Oakland Athletics. So there is your scoreboard for today. Let's see here. Steve going, meanwhile, Flyers trying to show their bitter hate for Torch's defensive style first when they built the running gun. Yeah, tell me about it, Steve. John Jones checking in saying, who pitches tomorrow? That would be one Aaron Nola. He will be going up against Parker, the young left-hander from the Nationals. So, again, guys, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow as we get ready for possibly the Phils breaking the brooms out on those Nationals. And by the way, what they also said was Monday's looking kind of a little better, not half as bad as they're saying. Looks like they might be able to squeeze that game in maybe later than expected. So, excuse me. Looks like they might be able to get that game in on Monday, as they're saying the weather's going to get a little bit better. So for the home opener, but we have to get through one more. Aaron Nola goes tomorrow. Hopefully the Phillies can still pound out some more hits, and we will be able to, more or less bring out the brooms. So, what's that? Oh, Phil's win 11-6. Got a message from Harry. He has